Gender reassignment surgery for minors is officially banned here in the state of Ohio. That was the word today from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine after signing an executive order.
Tonight, 10 TV's Richard Solomon has reaction from LGBTQ plus leaders and the governor on why he made this decision. Richard?
Well, Yolanda, Andrew, the governor actually said today that gender-affirming care should not belong to the state. And in fact, the local LGBTQ advocate I spoke with agrees. But he says instead of getting upset, educate yourself.
This will ensure that surgeries of this type on minors can never happen in Ohio.
Effective immediately after those words.
I'm doing it because it's important that we do it.
The executive order, which bans gender transition surgeries for minors at any hospital or ambulatory facility in the state, is in effect. But before you react,
there probably isn't sort of a quick reaction to say, oh my gosh.
Denzel Porteous offers another suggestion.
It was more of a validation of an appropriate measure to ensure that the young person is adequately prepared for what a permanent surgery may do to them.
As the executive director of Stonewall Columbus, Porteous says it's always important to take a step back.
You have to understand or think about all the other rights that may be reviewed or considered or attempted to be taken away from folks.
Governor Mike DeWine vetoed HB 68 last week, saying he couldn't sign it as it was currently written. Along with the executive order, the governor is also implementing additional requirements for anyone seeking gender-affirming care. Multidisciplinary teams of doctors will now be required to support individuals seeking gender-affirming care. That will be an in-depth care plan with significant and informed consent for patients and their parents if they are minors, with a focus on mental health.
It's clear that the most important part is the mental health counseling. It needs to be lengthy and it needs to be comprehensive.
Because what is clear is that this is why educating yourself is so important.
It is an intimate conversation and a nuanced conversation, one that requires specific education and learning, which the governor sort of seems to affirm that they will want to do, is to continue to go down a path of educating themselves on gender-affirming health care.
And the governor also said he will not address the other piece of House Bill 88, which would ban trans athletes from 68, excuse me, which would ban trans athletes from participating in girls and women's sports. He believes that should be a part of a separate bill. We'll keep you posted on this. Yolanda?
Andrew? All right. Thank you, Richard.